Good morning, everyone. I hope you are well. So, yesterday we quickly touched on basically following God for your solutions and not, or not, I didn't say don't turn to natural remedies. I said just follow harder after God. So, I want to expand on this a little bit and just speak about definitions of fleshly, carnal, natural, spiritual, godly, those kind of things because it can become confusing. So, let's read Romans 8, verse 5. For those who are according to the flesh and are controlled by its unholy desires, set their minds on and pursue those things which gratify the flesh. But those who are according to the Spirit and are controlled by the desires of the Spirit set their minds on and seek those things which gratify the Holy Spirit. So let's quickly categorize. When something is natural, it means you can get it in this earth. Eating is natural. Um, like doing things, cooking is natural. Um, Taking a herb from your garden and drinking it to maybe treat a cold sore is natural. It is things that we get from earth. But natural can both be godly or ungodly. Okay. So if you just think of people sleeping around, if you sleep with your husband, have sex with your husband, it is godly. Okay. If you sleep around, it is ungodly if you're not married. Okay. But it is a natural thing. So it can be the same for treating yourself with natural things, running after natural things, depending on what the source is. What is the source of your motivation? Did God inspire you to do? Is this something by faith? Is this something that God is telling you? Then it is godly, even if it's natural. If it is just kind of living life and wanting to gratify the flesh, it is carnal. Okay, carnal or fleshly. So carnal and fleshly, same thing. Natural and fleshly are not the same thing necessarily. Now, people often speak also about spiritual. Okay, but I mean, worshiping the devil is also spiritual. It's a spiritual thing. There can be, physical things that they do, certain sacrifices or something, but it is a spiritual thing. So to be spiritual is also not necessarily to be godly. It is not necessarily gratifying the desires of the Holy Spirit. So many times people want to run away from all things natural, and they just say, this and that, it is fleshly. Okay. But not all things natural are fleshly. I know I'm repeating myself, but I hope that you hear what I'm saying today. The thing that makes you carnal versus the thing that makes you godly is your thoughts. Do you want to gratify the desires of your flesh? Are we just running and kind of just like a mouse on a little treadmill and kind of just doing life? Or are our hearts seeking God? Is our mind and our heart set on the things that gratify God? Now, obviously, there will be different levels, if I can say it like that. If you're a new Christian, there will be certain things that you do that doesn't gratify the Holy Spirit. And I almost want to say you don't stand in judgment for that. Okay, but we're not going to get into that. This might become a bit tricky. What I'm just saying, like we learn the journey, the relationship with Jesus, is to learn what are the things that are gratifying the Holy Spirit. What is the mind of the Spirit? And most of that you're just going to find in the Word. But it is a transformation. It is something that becomes part of your thinking, of your feeling, of the desires that you have. It is a whole transformation where you get to a place where you run after God wholeheartedly, like we spoke this morning. But that doesn't mean that you never use or do natural things. So people often want to just get away from all natural things, all natural, even jobs, occupations. No. What did God say? If that is inspired by the Holy Spirit, if this is your longing to satisfy God, it's godly. Okay. But if it is to just, you run after greed, you lust after things, those are the things of the flesh. And I'm encouraging you today to just check in with God. Get into this habit. Check in with God. God, like, is this you? Is this me? You know? And you don't have to like spin yourself in a little web and not do anything in life for in case it is not gratifying God. Just journey with Him. Just spend time with Him. Just get into the Word and learn to know His rhythms of grace. Learn to know Him. And you will see this whole transformation happening. And more things that you do will be, according to the desires of the Spirit. Bless you. Kom ons, Sissa.